everyone. Welcome to the channel. I just wanted to get on here. This is really impromptu. But I had a thought. Because I'm sure that not only is this happening to me or has been happening to me, I'm sure there are many others as well. However, I wanted to briefly touch on how I want to say it. I want to touch on deities and what it really means to work with deities, what it means when you're having thoughts of these deities, right? So, for example, I am a Santa Muerte devotee. Now, the Santa Muerte, her image, her character, herself, she was introduced to me in a way that was supposed to invoke fear in me. Like, the person who introduced the idea of Santa Muerte to me did it as a fear tactic, right? But that wasn't what Santa Muerte wanted. She didn't want me to be afraid. I didn't want to be afraid. I had never liked the idea of death anyway. Like, who wants to die? But I'm gonna crack my windows, guys. I hope it's not too loud. But so I didn't want to die. Like, no one wants to die. And so I've never thought of becoming friends with death or knowing death in a more intimate way until I was introduced to her through a fear tactic. And so when that happened, I began to I didn't want to be scared. I do not want to be scared of you. You know, I was already coming into my spirituality, my spiritual practices, and I just did not want to be afraid. I don't want to be afraid. So I took up studying about her. I learned about her, read a lot of books, a lot of articles, watched a lot of YouTube videos, and as I become more comfortable with her, I just started praying to her. And with that, she had already started to show me her face in nature and everything. So I would always see her in the clouds, or I would see her in the trees, or just out driving, in traffic. I would see a skull or the Grim Reaper stickers, some people's bumper stickers, and things like that. So she would always let me know that she was around. She really gave me that comforting feeling that there was nothing to fear. But okay, so that's an example of having the thought of the deity on your mind, right? And so here lately, I've also been thinking of other deities. For example, Leviathan is another deity that has been coming to my mind. Actually, it has been Santa Muerte who has introduced me or gave me the thought of becoming familiar with Leviathan. Another deity and I think it's so interesting that Santa Muerte, she's so protective and caring and loving. She makes sure that she's present during my introductions. The other deity I was going to mention was Duchess Boone. So on my journey of getting to know Duchess Boone, on our first interaction in that meditation, I saw Santa Muerte. She just peeped her head in is everything okay? Yes, it is. All right, well, continue. And, she just quietly exited out of the meditation and allowed me to continue to feel Duchess Boone's energy and what that felt like, or, what my mind's eye was seeing at the time. So I say that to say, if you're having thoughts of any deity, then more than likely it is because that deity, in my personal opinion, is on your spirit team, or they have gifts or insight to help better your life and the path that you're on. which is really cool, because I've been knowing I need to do more shadow work. And it's not that I don't want to. I'm just stubborn sometimes. I'm really hard-headed. But when I think about doing shadow work, I have those thoughts of Leviathan. So I'm now, and I can definitely keep you abreast of this journey as well, but I am doing my best. There's not a lot of information on Leviathan I'm seeing. There's not a lot. What I know is that, one, he's a primordial god, heavily associated with like sea serpents and everything, which was really cray, because in a meditation with Santa Muerte, I remember I have a sanctuary for Santa Muerte in my heart space. So whenever I go to meditate with her, I go to my heart space. And in that heart space, I remember her pointing down, and I saw like a spiral staircase. So going down the spiral staircase, there was like a figure down there. Like, it almost looked like off a Pixar movie. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie Elemental yet. It's pretty new. But like, the figure was lit like the fire element in the Elemental movie. The main character, I think Miley Cyrus voices the character. It was lit up like that, like the hair and everything, it looked like that, but the flame was blue, and the eyes were blue, right? And then immediately after I saw that figure, I saw like a sea serpent, like this dragon serpent, you know, just an image, just a brief image. And so that happened. And then like a few months past that, then I started to get word of Leviathan, like having thoughts, or, you know, just coming across my timeline. I'm like, okay. So like, pay attention to when things like that happen, because it's an indication of that deity reaching out to you in the best way that they know how, right? In the way that would make the most sense to you as an individual. And it made sense to me. Like, I've come to terms with, you know, Santa Muerte is a heavy force, and she come with a gang of spirits, right? Left hand and, you know, I guess right hand, I don't know what the other left hand and of light, right? So she's friendly with the demons, she's friendly with the angels, and I don't know, I think demons are angels, I don't know, but that's just my personal opinion. However, I just think it's really awesome. So pay attention to that. I didn't want to make this video too long. But definitely, if you're having thoughts of a deity, more than likely that deity is reaching out to you in the best way they know how, to let you know that they have gifts to impart, or wisdom to give, or, you know, just want to be of assistance. And it may not be like a long-term type of thing like a devotee is with Santa Muerte. It could be that they just want to help you transition through a phase, or they want to help you build that business, or, you know, it could be anything. So that was just pressed upon me this morning. I just wanted to share that. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day, and until next time.